Action!
Alright. Take fucking 2, dude.
Hello, motherfucker.
What's going on, man? The fuck is happening in the world right now, your world?
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Turn this up a little bit.
Welcome.
Alright. So, I have an interesting thing that's about to happen, and I don't know where it's gonna take me, but my curiosity has demanded that I do this. I almost did it really late last night, but I decided to wait. Oh shit, sorry, that's nasty.
What are you selling?
Podcast is out. 19 episodes. iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, YouTube playlists, all the usual suspects are there. Now, I know I just got it before. Here it is. Talking about Slipknot and the changes that they have made, which we'll get into some of the comments on that a little bit later, just because the only reason why I'm going to bring it up is because I want to address something that is not true. Well, I mean, I'll do it right now. And there it is. You know, most Slipknot fans have moved over to this band, whatever they're called. But they're supposedly filling the void of where Slipknot left off. So, on that note, we also have Vega over here that said that I should check out Vane. If that's how you say it, I don't know. I loaded up the video anyway. But back to the Slipknot quickly, which would be, dude said to me, basically, yeah, it's not fair that I discredit all of the hard work they've done to make this song and or album, whatever it was that he meant. It's sick that I even have to say this, but for you fucking dummies out there, let me hit the alert.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Just because I don't like a song, even if they put out a completely garbage album, in my opinion, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe it'll be the best thing in your opinion that they've ever made, and it surpasses every other album they've ever done or thought about doing. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that I'm then saying, well, they didn't try hard enough, or fuck all of the time and effort that they used to put into this album. That's not what I'm saying at all. The end product is not what your brand represents to me. Maybe you feel differently, I don't know. But, I mean, it's not there, dude. As a matter of fact, you know what? I have the perfect button for this before we fucking move on.
It was not what I wanted!
But that's okay. Not everything is meant for me. So, I accept it. And you should too. Now, moving on. I've never heard of these guys, I'm pretty sure. Unless by chance somebody was passing by in a car or some shit was playing it. I don't know of them. To my knowledge, I've never heard one fucking song. Not one. So this is going to be an interesting move here. Let's see what it's going to sound like. Let me make sure I don't blow my fucking ears out. We'll adjust the volume accordingly as we go along.
There's no justice! We're like crazy! So deep that all this is crazy! Another voice voices is asserting! We push it back with the voice restarting!
Okay, I understand why you would say that. The scheme is very similar to Slipknot's first album. The style and the way that he's putting the lyrics out. That's cool.
Don't bite it on your body, can't beat your fucking shit. Right hands on your dragon. Don't listen to the pistol. Grip, do you even speak English? Your dead toes take affiliated. No, I just wanna get home.
Oh shit.
My shit, let me go.
Let's see where
I'll tell you when you ask me if I have doubts. Just ignore police.
Okay, alright. I wanna see what else do they got going on. Oh, this is from last year.
Look around you, and on me, shut and come back. While I can't with the time back.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna look up another song because I don't want to judge them only off of this one. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Pause, thank you. Holy shit, man. 2017. Oh, there is lyrics. Okay. That's good for me, so I can follow along to what the fuck's going on. Because this guy's kind of hard to understand. It took me a long time to be able to understand what the fuck Corey Taylor was going on about. But I don't have an ear for this kind of music, so... And I shouldn't even said that, because I'll get that thrown back in my face, but... That's cool, man. I get it. I understand. You gotta fucking do what you gotta do, dude, right? I get it completely.
Oh my god, who the hell is?
Not close enough. What the fuck? Okay. Completely forgot there was lyrics, dude. Completely forgot. Now, where is he at? Still I deny. I lose little sleep, it's sad but true. Drowning in unhappiness. Okay. These guys really are not my style. I don't think it's a little much. It's a lot going on. If you fucks could you just fuck off and die, please? I think I might finally be happy. I know it isn't healthy. I never asked you to help me. Maybe you were the cause of this. Years of people walking up and down my nerves. But you think I should let you in just so you could fuck me over one more time? This world made me like this. Sad part is I couldn't care less. But dude, I like the lyrics, bro. That's real deep shit. I understand where he's coming from. 100%. Now, where did I leave off here? I like the guitars of this one. Alright, hold on. He says it's a fucking red flag. I got that part. Now, where the fuck is that? Maybe that's not what he said at all, and I just think that's what it was. Well, let's see if I'm right. Thumb on the pistol grip, that was earlier. Ah, there it is. It's a fucking red flag. Sign of struggles they've had. Fuck those who kill. Every time I see an officer behind me, I can't help but view them as an enemy. True fear systematically times up, you fucking cowards. Alright, so I guess this song is about cops, yeah? Am I crazy to think that all this is crazy? Another march for a nation that's hurting, pain pushed back like the forces you're exerting. Nothing to say when people are killed daily, but cops with a hard on for violence. Mad cause I'm yelling. I'm mad cause you're silent. Dude, 100%. 100%. I'm with that. I'm with that 100%, dude. It's the same thing with, right, see, this is where rap music and metal, or whatever this would be considered, comes together in the sense that when we're all quiet and we don't say shit, you don't have a fucking problem. But, you know, when this dude starts yelling into a microphone and bringing some fucking people together, then all of a sudden you got an issue. Pac said the same shit. I'm trying to think of the line in my head. But he said, and he said it a bunch of times in a few different ways, where one of the songs is, you know, they don't give a fuck about us. He's like, if I choose to ride, thug it till the day I die, nobody gives a fuck about us. Oh, man. And then I know this is not the next part, but in another line of the song, he said, but when I'm kicking rhymes, getting into your children's minds, now they give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So
Every time I see an officer behind me, I can't help but view them as an enemy. To fear systematically times up. You fucking coward!
So what's their story, man? I'm not sure. It sounds very Soundgarden-ish. The guitars do. That was a Slipknot type riff right there. Okay, I appreciate it. This is not. It's a little heavy. Maybe I'll skim through the rest of it when I'm not doing a video. I don't even know if this is gonna make it. So just out of self-preservation, I'll cut this video separately from this one. Overall, though, I appreciate that there's a message behind the music, yeah? That it's not bullshit, right? Because these are important things to talk about, and I feel like it's really hard to get people to understand where you're coming from. I was looking at my fucking leg. I thought I felt a bug crawling on me, and I'm worried about ticks now because they're already starting to come out, these fucking savages. But it's really hard to get people to listen. You know, when you bring up police violence, politics, religion, like those are the three big deals. Like, you can't talk about pedophilia in the church. You can't talk about cops shooting and killing people, because right away they're all like, well, you know, that's not all of them, that's not everybody. You're missing the point, bro. It's the fact that there are people that are doing this, and they have a badge and a gun and all the fucking power in the world, and everybody that says, oh, you know, well, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to worry about. Let me break this down for you, huh? Everybody has something to hide. Everybody. Doesn't mean it has to be illegal. You don't want these people rummaging through your life, because what's going to wind up happening is eventually they will find something. Maybe you said some shit that, if taken out of context, could end up really bad for you, just as an example. But what he's saying is real, dude. When you see a cop, when I see a cop, speaking from personal experience, when I see a cop, I automatically get anxious, dude, just because I have had bad experiences with police officers. I had a cop save my fucking life, pretty much. It's a whole separate story. I have it written down to get it in on the podcast, but that guy saved my life. However, there are other people, 99% of the other cops in that same precinct were bad guys. All bad guys. It ranges, and I don't know what they were like in their personal lives. I mean, the way they conducted themselves on the job. So feeling like this can be justified. And if you notice, I don't think he's saying anything about, go out and kill them, right? I don't think he is. Wait, I'm in the wrong video. You fucking idiot. Am I crazy to think this is crazy? Okay, I already read that. Hard on for violence. Alright, yeah. Stay calm, don't breathe, or you might get beat to shit. Well, right hand on the hip, thumbs rest on the pistol grip. Do you speak English? Are your tattoos gang affiliated? Okay, so he's talking about the cops will say, don't breathe or I'll beat you to shit. Which they will. They have no problem with doing. Dude, I'll never forget, and I might have mentioned this before, and I'll leave this video here, but I'll never forget this until I get dementia, and then I won't be able to remember anything. But me and my brother were out at the movie theater, because that was the spot where you would go and hang when you were younger, because there was a coffee shop right next to that joint, and everybody would meet up over there, right? So we're hanging out, and a fight breaks out. Bottles are getting thrown. Shit is happening. So we're not involved. It's a bunch of other people who are over there somewhere. We're not paying attention to what they're all doing. We're having our own separate conversations. So no big deal. Fight breaks out. We're like, all right, dude, time to wrap it up and go home, because you don't want to be here when the cops show up. Even if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't want to be in a situation like that. So we go to leave. Cops already pull up. Bad news, dude. Bad news. They stop us because my brother looks like he seriously he could pass for a Spanish dude. No question. Like, we don't even, if you took a quick glance at us and just looked at the way our skin tones are, you would never think that we were related. But they stop us, me looking the way that I do, and him looking the way that he does for a completely separate reason. Now we're in this shit now. What's your name? Where are you from? Where are you going? The whole shit. And we're like, dude, we weren't involved in any of this. We're trying to leave, whatever. The cops are like, oh, you getting smart? Now, this is how it starts. This is how it always starts. Some guys, maybe he's in a bad mood. I don't know. Maybe he didn't get fucked that day. I don't know what his fucking problem is, but to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his problem is. You have a responsibility to leave that shit the fuck at home. You don't bring that into your job, especially when your job is as important as it is. The fuck is the matter with you? Long story short, he says, like, he brings us over to his police car, and this guy, and he has a partner with him. This guy goes, I could take this nightstick and I can shove it up your fucking ass and nobody is going to care. He's like, he asked me for my number. That's where this came from. On my life, my old number, when I was a kid, was 237-2375. I'm not making that up. That's real shit. Real shit. So he thought I was trolling him. He was like, you know, I'll shove this nightstick up your ass. I'll rape this motherfucker over here. I was like, dude, you touch him. Watch what happens. I don't care if you have a badge and a gun. You will get hurt. Maybe you win eventually, but, you know, it's not good. There's a whole deeper deal to it, but obviously nobody got raped. We actually got helped by another cop who came by and broke the shit up. It was like, dude, we were super young at the time. I don't even think we were teenagers yet. Anyway, this story probably, because there's a bunch of pieces that are missing and it happened so long ago and I'm on the spot right now, I will put it together in a better way. Like, I will try to remember as much as I can to make the story make sense, because off the top of my head, just going into it, I'm trying to rush through it and I'm trying to leave out details and all that shit. So I will get further into this shit on an episode of the podcast, probably the next one, whenever I need to switch the topic, because right now I'm talking about evil ramen, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not saying nothing else, but alright, let me end this shit, because I've probably been talking for like 15 minutes without the fucking music. So we'll see if this goes up, and I'll work on what Vega wanted me to check out, and I'll look for that. I don't know when these are gonna come out, if at all. If it gets copyright blocked, I'll update you before I do the other one. I'll try to upload this first. So we'll leave it at that. Check out the podcast. Alright, I'm out.